I have an abundance of TOS trivia cards. This one happens to have Uhura on it. Maybe it's an episode related card. I just don't know. So let's see what we can do with this brand of Star Trek trivia here. What does Uhura mean in Swahili? It's freedom, right? Do we learn that from the Triskelion episode, Gamesters of Triskelion? Not a great episode. I've touched on this a bit before. Uh, the Uhura's stuck in the cage with the drill thrall, right? And it cuts to a commercial, but we're led to believe a sexual assault is about to happen in 60s style. But after the commercial break, she punches back and it doesn't happen. But then Kirk and his drill thrall or whatever they're called, he gets it on without any reservation or hesitation, like one does. But freedom is the answer to this, right? I'm pretty sure that's yes. There we go. All right. What entity wiped Uhura's memory clean? Oh, okay. Well, this is Nomad, the Nomad probe. Also, a very troublesome episode, just in dealing with the realities of this, and it's it just ages the episode. It's a suspension of disbelief you just have to take, because suddenly the last 3 minutes of the show she's learning the word bluey, and then the next week's show she's back to herself, and we know that that just doesn't seem possible in any reasonable way, shape, or form. I don't. It's funny. If I were to write a Star Trek novel, I might want to explore this episode, what happened to her, because I don't, even with all the Star Trek novels. I'm not that I've read most of them. I've read a lot of them in my life. Tears of the Singers is a great Uhura centric novel, but that has nothing to do with what's happened to her here. So there. All right. Um, that's all I have. Oh, it's Nomad. Did I not answer that? Okay. Yeah. Where was Uhura stationed when Kirk went to search for Spock's body on the Genesis? Oh, okay. So this is Star Trek 3, and she's at some small communication outpost. I'm sure it was given, maybe it wasn't given a name. It's not like things are given names in movies because no one who writes the movies cares about details. But wasn't the phrase like "ass into space" describing the little communications? No, what am I saying? She was stationed at a transporter station because you needed her at the transporter hub so they could get back to space dock and steal the Enterprise. So I don't know if it had a name, but oh, well, where was he stationed when? Well, that's very general. I'm being very specific. Sorry, that's a cat. That's a cat hair. When did Lieutenant Palmer temporarily replace Uhura? Okay, so Lieutenant Palmer um, was in 2 episodes: Doomsday Machine, maybe a third season episode. Damn, what? I'm blanking on the third season episode she was in. It's not gonna come to me. We'll see if I even got that close. But Doomsday Machine, yes. Which I don't. I'm sure that somebody knows why Nichelle Nichols took the week off. But all right. Well, let's see. I don't know. Okay. Well, that's Doomsday. They're not asking for episodes. Well, that's Doomsday. Okay. Well, the next one is Okay. Well, I was right, but I know Palmer was in another episode as well. I'm not insane, but this card is just not going there. So maybe that's something I'll have to look up myself. And what was her position on the Enterprise? We should know this. There's no excuse not to know this. If you don't know this, you should. If if you're gonna call yourself a Trek fan in any way, if she was our communications officer, and that's the card. What do you think of the card? She 7 is always up here. Oh, come here, boo boo. What's wrong with you? Someone needs attention. This is 7. That's her name because she has one good eye. I wanted to name her Annika, but compromise is what makes a good marriage. So 7 is where we're at, and yeah, okay, we're done with you. Come on, bye bye, everybody.